All right, all right. Cool. 9:15 a.m. EST, December 11th. And we already had such an insane movement before the stream. Why? Well, I think you guys know the big elephant in the room. It was FOMC yesterday. Usually these live streams are at Wednesdays, but this week they are on Thursday because I don't trade the New York AM session before the PM session, and I'm currently in Vietnam. So 2 p.m. New York time means 2 a.m. my time, and that's not a trade time for me. So that's why we're doing it today, and I'm happy that we're doing that today for a very simple reason. Is now we have seen the expansions. So based on the price action from FOMC yesterday, and with the price action from already today, we can catch retracements, we can catch continuations. So without further ado, let's hop into the chart. Starting with the news, we already had 830 unemployment claims. It was the last red folder for the week. And well, I think you guys can see this. The DXY, the dollar, is dying as expected. That happens with a rate cut, with a rate decision. That means the dollar will go down. And that also means the euro dollar pairs and the GBP dollar pairs, all the pairs will go up. So the bias is up. I'm in two positions right now. This one I shared in the Discord earlier this week. Yeah, you won't believe this, but I got stopped out at the low of the week. So my first position, my stop loss was down here, and I got stopped out before price expanded, and I took a re-entry around the same level, around the 40s, which is running in profit now. Why did I take a re-entry? Very simple, guys. Very simple. DXY lower, and look at all the failure swings here. I want your eyes to go to. Let me remove the annotations to all the highs here. The swing high here, here, and especially these ones. These equal highs. Oh, and my swing TP is there. That's a very obvious draw. And now you're like, yeah, deal nice that you're in profit, but where's my profit? I would look for retracements, ideally here inside this 4-hour bullish value gap. And also after today, we have a small daily bullish value gap here where it could retrace into. That is depending on today's price actually. But for now, the move on the dollar pair is already happened. So I wouldn't chase this. Like, I hate to say that, but I would not chase this too much. Cool. I'm also in gold. Small position back to all-time high. Why? Well, we are still inside the daily bullish value gap right here, which we're all in for over a week now. And today, based on the FOMC price action, this one, FOMC created this massive 4-hour bullish value gap, which I'm expecting to hold. There's where the trade is based on. Stop is below that. If you drop lower, there's a 1-hour bullish value gap overlapping. So that's the reason why I took it. So let's see if it wants to continue the upside. Gold has not been too clean for a week now. Like the consolidation is real, but it just does not have a lot of reasons not to go up. And of course, we're going to day trade today. 10 a.m. game is going to be the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is nice. For 10 a.m. game, we are open in 10 minutes. And at 10, there's a new 4-hour candle being printed. My eyes are going here because we have an inversion for value gap. Oh, inversion for value gap sitting here. A bearish for value gap that's disrespected. We swept some liquidity right here. So for 10 a.m., we have an overlapping 4-hour for value gap. And also if we drop to the 1 hour, there is a 1 hour for value gap sitting here. But that is my interest for today's intraday session. To trade towards if we expand first. But ideally just long from there. Just long from there. But it all depends on how we open. So we can drop even lower. And by the way, the drawn liquidity for this week is 100% here. Daily bearish value gap. So the trade for today is going to be towards the daily bearish value gap. Very simple. I'm not going to look at where we... I can't make this easier, guys. Here it comes. This is a... Let me zoom in. This is a daily bullish fair value gap. This is a down close candle. What do we call a down close candle that trades to a fair value gap? A order block. So this is a daily order block. Look at where we trade into the daily order block while sweeping this liquidity. Meaning this low is pretty much protected. So that means I'm going to look at discount arrays to find entries. Dropping lower to lower time frame. Well, here you have the overlapping 1 and 4 hour fair value gap. There's a small one here as well. And now we can drop even lower, but the buys is higher. I'm not gonna short today. I'm not gonna do that. Probably. Like it is so obvious that we want to go to the daily SIBI. And I think we're going there pretty fast. So it's gonna be a tricky session. Ideally, in a perfect world, the open drops lower. And then we're gonna take this long. But it wouldn't surprise me if we're going up only today. Which I don't like. I don't like that profile. But we need to anticipate it after FOMC. Cool. Let me know in the chat, guys. What is your favorite pair for today? And also, are there any pairs you want me to go over? While we wait for another few minutes for the open to happen. Going to log in into my accounts here. So quickly put the screen on black, and now it's coming. Now the screen will come back. Here we go. Boom. Logged in. So gold is moving, which it should. So 2 positions now, and both in profit. And for the dollar pairs, guys, I would wait for retracements. I think the move happened here already. I shared with my students this morning, earlier today, that we had an SMT here with the 1 a.m. low, which you could have anticipated. But it's just, it's expansion city, guys. It's expansions. And the same expansions is what I'm expecting on NASDAQ to come in very soon. So it will be so nice if we trade lower now. That would be a gift. That would be a gift. Definitely something I'm gonna shoot. Let's take a look at ES and YM as well. Yeah, similar sweep here. Back into the fair value gap here. Yeah, it's similar price action. Let's check YM. YM is stronger. YM is stronger. What is RTY? What is RTY? Oh shit! I completely missed this move. Oh, that's my bad. I had this. I had this marked out on the chart, and I completely forgot about this. The daily value gap. Yeah, that's my bad. Well, delivery is not that clean actually, but the tapping the daily value gap and this aggressive sells, aggressive buys. Yeah, the DEX is a missed move in my journal. There's a lack of fair value gaps here, which I don't like. No, cool. I'm going over the rest of the watch list as well. Like we have to like, as you guys know, I'm not taking any trades before the open, so we're just gonna wait. So I want to use that waiting time to catch up on some pairs to see if there's something cool going on somewhere. Check on silver. Of course, silver is going up again. UK 100. Not nice. RTY. Let me see. I never traded this before, so I'm a little. Oh, these look nice. Monthly bullish for value gap. Nice. Very bullish. This looks interesting. The weekly bullish for value gap. And then here the daily. Yeah, overlapping daily and weekly for value gap sitting here. This looks sexy. But also before that, there's also already a fair value gap here where price could tap into. So if you trade this, like I would wait personally for price to tap into higher time frame arrays. That works the best for me. But bullish is definitely on the cards. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Cool. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Why is Bitcoin trading lower? It just confuses me. Bitcoin is not supposed to trade this low, especially with all the adoption and with the overall climate. Well, of course, Nasdaq is also not moving yet. Maybe it comes. Maybe it comes somewhere in the coming few days. Not supposed to be that slow. Well, let's check up on the rest. Maybe we can add some other pairs to the watch list as well. After all these news events, NCD pairs are ugly for a while. AUD as well. Well, obviously USD CAD's going lower because the dollar is dumping, which is nice. Like we can finally trade the monthly internal to external. I've been eyeing this for 2 months already. Monthly internal to external. So guys, please now put USD CAD to your watch list, please, for next week. Do it and send me the screenshots of all the money you made. Please do it. I've also shared it in the deal insights in the discords. Please add USD CAD to your watch list. Monthly internal to external lower. Oh yeah, they look so nice. And also a weekly bearish for value gap after this week. It's gonna be a work of art, guys. You heard it here first. It's gonna be a work of art. Already tapped into it, so we could already expand. But there's so much to go lower here. I already went over the Russell. Wait for wait. Like I never heard Russell before, and now already two people. You guys know each other probably. I marked out the higher time frame arrays, daily value gap and order block, daily and weekly for value gap, and monthly for value gap. It is bullish, but I will wait for a retracement to then trade higher. Okay, so USD CAT is the one to watch. I'm gonna add it to my watch list as well. Lower because the dollar is dying. Other cat pair is not nice. Euro cheese at dumping. That's nice. Interesting. No, I haven't trained these pairs for a while, so I'm neutral. No. Have I done gold? Yeah, I'm in a position on gold. I shared at the start of the stream. I will do it again. The reason why I'm in a long position on gold is we are still inside this daily bullish for value gap, but we don't move away from this. Like especially like the Friday candle. Let me remove the annotations. This candle, you can call it a hammer or rejection candle. After Friday, I took a loss on silver on Friday, similar trade. I was like, I'm not sure about this yet. So I'm gonna wait. Where do you wait for if you're not sure? Until big news drivers. And what did we have yesterday? Well, I would say pretty big news driver with FOMC. And the FOMC candle, this one, created a bullish for value gap here. So inside that bullish for value gap, there I'm interested in taking a trade. And that's what I did. So gold higher, just like euro dollar higher. Like, it's a pretty profitable week for me. I took a position on. I took one winning position on Nasdaq on Monday. Not this. Oh, last week was bad. I took a break even trade, a small loss here. By the way, I'm lying. I took a small loss here on Tuesday. I got at the market close, so here. So like a minus. So what is it? Minus half R here, plus 3 Monday. I didn't shoot a lot. Like, and I shoot euro dollar. I got stopped out one time here. So that's let's say minus 2. Minus 2. This is gonna be a plus a lot. Nasdaq is gonna be, or gold's probably gonna be a nice plus 2. That's nice. I'm up. I'm up. Uh, last week was not nice. Not last week. I had a losing week. I was not very happy about that because the market looked so nice, but it didn't follow through, and it probably was just waiting for. Okay. 1 sec. You guys remember that I marked out an overlapping 1 and 4 hour for value gap at the open? We got it. Just okay. It's nice. So from now, I mentioned that ideally you want price to drop into a key level and then react from it. So this is just step 1. We still have a potential 4-hour busy here. So what I'm waiting for is displacement higher. So this down move was, you could say, expected, but not the move I want to trade. The move I want to trade is higher. I'm going to wait for that. Let's see if we can get a reaction. Okay, guys, this is so funny. um, maybe you guys know I'm doing a trade competition, and the guy who was at number 1 just blew his account. It's so funny. It's hilarious. Let's go. Let's go. What? That is so funny. Cool. So what I'm waiting for is some bullish structure. Well, okay. Well, bullish structure like YM. Like this move on YM is what I hopefully going to catch on Nasdaq very soon. Jeez. I noticed we are on the same gold long. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Of course we are. Of course you are. You're learning from me. You should be in the same trade. No, I'm proud. Let's go. I'm going to be patient here on Nasdaq. I think we're getting close to potential entry. So ideally, we close this whole 1 and 4 hour fair value gap. That would be nice. I think buy structure is imminent. I think we're gonna see this very soon. London low? No, I don't expect London low to be swept, to be honest. No, this, let me see. Um, let's see if there's like there's not a big liquidity pool or fair value gap resting below that. No, I'm or this 50-minute busy, like somewhere, like I don't care where it is, to be honest. Like I'm just waiting here to see some bullish fair value gaps being printed. It will probably be look like something like this. If you've seen my videos and been with me for a while, you know exactly what I'm looking for. This is what I do every single day. So if you have a small sweep, if you now see displacement, that's the entry. Let's take it on them. There we go. For now, we're just accumulating. Compared to ES and YM, they're both going. So Nasdaq is by far the weakest, but I don't care about it too much now. I'm just gonna wait because Nasdaq will follow. I'm looking at the 1 minute for Nasdaq. Well, gold is going fast. Seeking liquidity. This bearish fair value gap is created. Yeah, it's 1 minute. I'm not per se like I ideally you wait for 10 a.m. But like we are now in an area where I'm expecting higher prices from. So I want to see this move basically. We see on YM. That's what I'm expecting today on Nasdaq. So trading lower now, I like that. I'm just waiting to see buy structure. It would be hilarious if it just drop lower, but but from this point, I'm just waiting for some structure. That starts with bearish for value gaps being disrespected. So there's for example here is a bearish for value gap, and I'm doing this on the 1 minute. And of course, the other time frames are supporting this. Here's another one potentially, and the buy structure ideally forms between now and 10:30, something like that. Like if you get a change in character, it's gonna be very obvious. Like you will see aggressive sells and then very aggressive buys. You're like, whoa, where are these buy candles coming from? That's most time just a signal. It's just the momentum. And then you can of course put IST concept on top of it, but it's just big candles. Do I trade gold, bro? Yep, I do. I'm in a position, which is dropping. I don't like that. Let's see if it wants to continue. There goes London. Yep. Yeah, my TP is an all-time high. Yes. Let's see if gold agrees with the TP points. My bad. No, not all-time high. Last week high. My bad. Uh, well, maybe yeah, last week high, December one. Yeah. All-time high is 43 right here. Interesting. So based on this candle, this whole bias could be wrong, and we're going lower. London high just taken. I hope you're in with the competition on the euro dollar. I cannot confirm or deny that, Mr. Scooby. Yeah, someone kicked me off first place. I'm now in third. And I don't like to be third. I play to win, so I don't like it. I don't care about second or third place. I don't. First is first. Interesting, this price action. I was completely wrong on my bias, maybe on the long bias. Yeah, we're gonna see, guys, closer to 10 a.m. to maybe rethink the bias because this, of course, is not very bullish. Oh, nice. U30 rejection at all-time high, took a short. Nice. Yeah, like if you have such an incredible sell-off like this, my eyes are very simply just going to old lows. So the obvious low is Asia, right here. We still have this low right here. Oh. But like if you now look at the 4-hour time frame, we just beautifully respected a 4-hour CB. Gold is the yeah, gold doesn't like going higher. I see that too. Yeah, that sucks. Cool. So this forces me to wait a bit to rethink the bias and just see what we do after we sweep lows because we casually just dropped what is it over almost 300 points since the open. Then I won't be catching the first for value gap on the 1 minute. I'm just waiting. I have a very simple protocol for this called catching a falling knife. Let me share it with you guys. When there's big displacement and you're trying to catch a reversal or a pullback, you can do two things. Wait at least one session, build up more liquidity. That means now in the AM session, we're just going to chill around, and then PM will do this if it wants to do that. Or don't do it on the 1 minute, but on the 5 minutes. Those are the two frameworks I use for this. And that will not be different now. That will be the same. Okay, 10 a.m. starting. 10 a.m. now is bearish for now because we just perfectly respect a 4-hour bearish value gap here. But it would be nice if we can sweep some lows then. Okay, 10 a.m. Let's see. So watching the 4-hour candle live here on the right side. Let's see what we do. Let's grab a drink. Well, gold does not want to play today. That's a shame. Interesting. My eyes are going to the Asia low and then compare the indices with each other. So YM, ES, Be nice if one of them sweeps Asia low, and that's probably gonna be Nasdaq. React from the 15 minutes busy. Well, let's see. Like, let's just see what happens. There is zero control over the next candles, so we're just gonna wait. And it'd be nice if gold goes up, and if it does go up, it sucks, but that's what we do. So chilling. Remember, we are not here to catch bottoms and tops. We don't do that. So if this is the low, I'm going to miss it, but that's fine. Then I have a place for my stop loss. My eyes are also low key going to a Bitcoin trade, guys. Like similar to Nasdaq, like liquidity sweep Asia low. Let's see if we can now make some nice structure here. It'd be so fun. I never trade Bitcoin. If we go higher here with an equal low at Asia high, I'm going to show you guys a situation where I had this one time before. I think a couple months ago, where I just could not believe for like a week or so, or maybe 2 weeks, that was the equal low. So let me see if I can find it. Like I was like in disbelief for over a week. Like no, we're probably going back to the lows. Probably going back to the lows, and we didn't. Let me see if I can find that. I still have like traumas for that. Yeah, it's this. It was April. It was April. Look at the lows here in April. Sunday low. Sunday low in April. And then this Tuesday, Asia or London low. No SMT, no nothing. And I was like, for this whole week, I took shorts all week. I was like, yeah, we're going there, we're going there. And look at hindsight. Look, I was just in disbelief. I couldn't believe it. So in that week, I took too many losses because I was married to my bias, and I put it also in my journal. Like, hey, if it happens, it can happen that you have a Sunday low, an Asia low, and that's just it. It can happen. Ideally not. I have trust issues when I see that, but it could happen, like you've seen here in April. And now, like, look at this. Like, it's could happening again. Yeah. So from that point, what I'm doing is very simple. I'm just looking at bearish for value gaps, seeing disrespected, and I want to see a bullish for value gap created here. So we could see the low here. Okay, for my students who have seen the video about low resistant liquidity, about the staircase effect, that's why we're going so fast here on euro dollar. There's so much low resistant liquidity resting up here. And not only that, look at above the current structure, what we have. A massive weekly bearish for value gap. We're going here. Cool. So my eyes are now going to the 5-minute Boolean trade value gap. And also I want to see if we inverse this for value gap. Yeah, insane. Insane this. So the always drawn liquidity is going to be here. I'm gonna wait for the candle close. If the candle close over it, I'm gonna shoot it with my stop loss, allowing price to trade back into the fair value gap. Because we could see a breakaway gap as well. That's my first bullet. That'll be my first bullet. So the reason why I'm not waiting on the fair value gap, why I allow my stop loss to trade back into it, is if we already set the low, we already took out so much, like we took out all these sellers. If you see my new YouTube video, you've seen me talking about, okay, all these people who were in profit now are stopped out. If we now trade back to the lows, so we now take out these lows, I'm going to take the loss and I'm going to take the exact same trade again if we create the same structure. Means we're doing this. I'm willing to take a loss there to catch the move. That's how I like to risk manage my risk there. And when you take a trade like that, you could be it. Let me remove that. How can you do that? The numbers, execution labels. Yeah, you are at risk of going to deep drawdown if price wants to come back here, but my stop loss covers the fair value gap, so that's fine. Okay, well, now it's waiting, guys. Now it's waiting. Gold is move up again. That's nice. Like the thing what we're gonna see in the coming few weeks, guys, if the trend continues, we're gonna see some literally stupid trading coming in, like dumb trading. What I mean by that is every day, I did it on gold at the start of the year. Every day when price opens, the day opens, you just wait for price to drop a little bit below the open, and then you just cash the first long. Yeah, you make money. These weeks are coming, and it's so hilarious. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. And maybe that's already today. You should wait for a sell off and then just take the first buy position to the upside. But it's coming, 100%. So today for this Nasdaq trade, I did not wait for the first value gap to be traded into because I'm expecting a big aggressive move to the upside. So I'm using the inversion for value gap as my entry criteria. And the inversion for value gaps are the purple. What is it? Pink. Pink boxes. Basically, the ignored bearish fair value gaps. Because when you see the other side, in this case, the sell side being ignored, that means the bearish fair value gaps being ignored, that already hints at you might want to trade to the other direction. Especially if we have so many higher time frame bullish signals, and of course also the macro with the macro news and fundamentals with rate cuts, quantitative easing. Like Nasdaq should not sell off. Could still be wrong here, so don't get me. I'm not gonna say this is gonna be 100% win rate, but I like this setup because of that. And there's a plan B. Plan B is when we go lower one more time, then this is the second trade. But we're gonna be taken during PM session or tomorrow. Okay, gold continues its move again. Are we finally breaking out of that consolidation? Over a week? Jeez. Cool, guys. We're not there yet. We do the stream for, well, 5, 6 more minutes. But I want to applaud you for the patience. I think this is, if you are rushed today, you were rushed today, you're probably going to take some unnecessary losses. This is a session where you need to be patient, where if you are bullish, a opening sell-off is like early Christmas because you want that. You want the liquidity to be taken out before the move comes. But it also means you need to be very patient. And maybe we still need to be patient. Maybe we're going one more time. Who knows? But that's why we do these streams. So if you're not in the Discord yet, make sure that the link's in the description of the stream. Make sure you join the Discord. I share my ideas, my outlooks, technical videos, frameworks. Like some frameworks I shared today as well. It's like 1% of everything I share, but it's free. Fucking join. You sat through this whole stream, maybe even made some money. You should definitely join Discord because there's just more of that. Well, so ideally at 10:30, there's going to be another bullish fair value gap created here. I'll also check on a 15-minute. We are now inside a 15-minute bearish fair value gap. It would be amazing if we can inverse that. So ignore, trade over it. Let's see. Because as you guys know, I make a lot of videos, educational videos. But the stupid thing about educational videos, and I really want to bring this home, I really want to be transparent on this. What I need to do when I'm creating videos is literally go back in the chart like this and find like picture perfect examples of the concept I'm trying to teach you. Because if I do an incomplete example, the whole education is not good. But I don't like that because in trading, it is never picture perfect, like rarely. For example, if you would have waited for this trade to wait for the fair value gap, you would have missed it. If you waited for liquidity sweep of Asia high, you would have missed it. Where are the nuances? Why are they there? That's what I'm trying to teach here during these kind of streams, like the little nuances where you just need to make an educated guess at the end of the day. It's an educated guess. Are we going to sweep? Are we going one more time? That's I think I enjoy these streams more than creating the videos because then now it's real. Now it's just not perfect, picture perfect example, or it's just raw candles that have not been printed yet. That's amazing. Okay, keep an eye on Bitcoin. Liquidity sweep, break of structure, right here. Also, inversion for value gap right here. Yeah, I don't day trade Bitcoin, so I might be saying weird stuff now, but this looks interesting. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Could be. Okay, so that fair value gap is created. This one. Also, a new 50-minute candle prints, which also maybe creates a 50-minute busy, but at the same time, there's also this 50-minute bearish fair value gap. Let's see what we do. Cool. All right, guys. For the rest of the trading day, I'm going to be monitoring NASDAQ here. And what I mean with monitoring is I'm not going to touch my trade or do some funny stuff. But if I get stopped out on this position and we're going back to Asia low one more time, we're taking out the low of this current structure and my stop loss. I'm going to be hunting for a similar buy structure after maybe PM session. Need to stay up for that. It's going to be nighttime for me. It's already, what is it? 10:30 p.m. And for gold, and also just our pairs, I would say for tomorrow, be ready for retracements into like daily and 4 hour for value gaps. So play an open, low, high, close. Wait for the sell-off into key levels. If the sell-off doesn't come, wait until next week. We will retrace at some point. It's rarely up only, as you guys see. Just go back to previous candles. Yes, you see big candles. Well, okay, if we get the June price action, okay, then you're just out of luck. But but if we don't get the June price action, like we see it here, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Cool. All right, that's everything I had to share with you guys for today. If you like today, guys, learn something today, drop a big fat W in the chat. If you haven't done it, subscribe, join the Discord, all that stuff. Lots of free value. There's no excuse to not just grind your ass off until the rest of 2025 to build momentum for 2026 and start making money already, making money that you're already doing, and make more money. That's the end of the day. Why we're here to learn, but especially to just make a make a lot of money. Cool, amazing. Thanks for tuning in, and have an amazing rest of your Thursday. Bye bye.